Hello, and thank you for joining us for the Harrisburg Regional Chamber and CREDX webinar about how you can truly have a drama-free HR work environment by utilizing our HR Member Value Program. This session is being recorded. I'm happy to introduce Karen Young, founder and president of HR Resolutions. All members of the Harrisburg Regional Chamber and CREDX have access to select HR Resolutions human resources services at special member pricing, including handbook review and creation, HR help desk, and custom HR training. Karen, the floor is yours.
Kara, thank you so much. And I'm so glad to be here talking with one of my favorite groups, the Harrisburg Regional Chamber and CREDX. If you've heard my story before, you know that I gained my popularity and established my business working through the Harrisburg Regional Chamber. My first year in business in 2005. I don't even remember what, 2005. Yes, that's when I started. And not too much longer after that, we developed a human resource member value program for the regional chamber. And that's what I'd like to cover today. So our agenda today is I want to talk about the member value programs and why they're so important to our members and to the chamber. I want to talk a little bit about scary HR topics and then how to make it less scary with the member value program. And we'll wrap up with what you get as when you are utilizing the member value program. So first things first, how do I get to the member value programs? It's very simple. When technology works, it's very simple. You will go to the homepage of the Harrisburg Regional Chamber, click on membership, programs and benefits, and the very first thing that pops up are the member value programs, and you can click to learn more. So through that, you'll find that some of the other programs include automotive services, a 401k plan, health insurance, business insurance, fleet and company car fueling, and merchant services. But most importantly, HR Resolutions, LLC. We do serve as a member value program, saving you time, money, providing convenience, peace of mind, and we make absolutely no judgment when we're working with our clients. We know that you have a business to run, and some things you just need to work in the gray area. So now I also said we were going to talk about some scary HR topics. So some of the issues that came out about human resources in the recent Harrisburg Regional Chamber member survey were recruiting and retention. Specifically within recruiting, we have ghosting from candidates and actually finding talent. And retention, how do we keep that talent once we find it? And how do we stay competitive with our compensation programs, with our talent, while remaining competitive as a business? So I will tell you, before COVID, I actually was talking about what a challenging recruiting market we were facing. And then COVID hit. I should have been careful about what I was talking about because I believe today's recruiting market is actually worse than it has ever been. There are jobs available, there are candidates available, but finding the right match is a challenge. So do not forget, as a member of the Harrisburg Regional Chamber, you can use the chamber's job board for your postings. So that's one thing to do. And one of the things I always talk about with recruiting is you want to throw your net far and wide. So make sure you have your job posted in several places with several different avenues and talk about your openings. Most importantly, though, talk about what's great about your company. Why would someone want to come work for you? And the more you talk about that, the more you share on social media and amongst your colleagues in your associations, the more you are going to attract talent. So that's just one avenue for finding talent. Ghosting, I will tell you, I have never seen so many people not show for interviews and to, avoid interviews. I want to make sure I am sharing the proper screen. And people that just don't show up, even after you offer them a job. If I could find the answer to ghosting, I would be a millionaire, I'm sure. I don't have an answer on that. I do have one client that uses a program or an app that where candidates actually register through the app. The app itself sends reminders and either texts or emails and gives them an easy opportunity to just click a button to confirm or to cancel their appointment. That may be something that you want to take a look at. Now, retention, once you find the talent, you want to be sure that you're keeping the talent. Just want to make 100% sure I'm sharing the correct screen. There we go. Sorry about that. So you want to make sure that you are keeping the talent that you do find, and you want to stay competitive. Now, I believe a lot of that has to do with culture instead of cash. So yes, we believe and we feel that people are making job changes for just a couple cents an hour, but I believe it really has more to do with the culture of the environment. People want to be a part of the work environment. So part of your retention plan should include hiring correctly and then listening to your staff, asking them what's important. How can we help you? I'll use HR resolutions as a perfect example. It's a practice within our business that we do not work more than 40 hours a week. Okay, I do. I'm the founder. I have more than just HR stuff to do with the company, but my staff is not expected to work any more than a 40-hour week. And frankly, I don't care when they do the work as long as the work's getting done. So they have the flexibility to schedule their 40-hour week in whatever manner works best for them. It's the little things that we can start to do for our staff that will really make a difference in our retention. And then staying competitive, again, I don't think it comes down to the cents per hour. I think it comes down to something we don't often talk about much and not many employees recognize, but our total compensation programs. So we want to be talking with our employees about everything that goes into having them as an employee. For example, whether you offer insurances or not, you actually do. You offer workers' compensation insurance. There is a cost to you for that insurance. You pay for unemployment insurance for the employee. There's a cost to that. If you do offer other benefits to them, there is a cost to that. All of that goes into making up the total compensation for the employee. So that's just a couple tips in the recruiting and the retention area. But now, because you're joining us, I want to give you the secret answer to your recruiting and your retention and your drama-free work environment. It's really not as difficult as you might think. It's the job description. And here's why. The job description serves as the hub of the wheel in the employee relationship. It has to do with your recruiting. If you don't know exactly what tasks you need accomplished, it makes it difficult to recruit. Having a job description helps you refine the posting. It helps you define the talents and the skills that you're looking for. It helps with their orientation and onboarding. It helps with an individual's coaching and mentoring as they grow within the organization. So it's starting to add to the retention of the individual. It helps with evaluations and expectations, development and training. When it gets to workers' compensation or absences from work and the Americans with Disabilities, The job description is key. It helps you establish return to work programs so you can get employees back to work sooner. And of course, discipline. If an employee is not doing as expected, as you have explained to them in your job description, you have paperwork and documentation that you can go back to. So the secret answer in recruiting, in retention, in drama-free HR is that job description. It's not as complicated as we all make it out to be. So just imagine if you have an employee who comes into your environment, they perfectly understand their responsibilities. They understand how their responsibility fits within the organization and within the other departments of the organization. Imagine how smoothly their operations will go, as opposed to a situation where an employee comes in, they're not quite sure what they're supposed to do. They think they're supposed to do that, but their manager never really clarified for them. They might be doing this, but every now and then they have to jump in and do that. So there's no real clear, solid understanding of the expectations. Imagine how much drama that creates. So by having that one document for that position, the job description, it reduces so much of the drama. So with that, I want to talk a little bit more about HR resolutions and about the member value program. So our mission statement is we work side by side with our client partners, helping them create workplaces where employees want to come to work every day. And that helps reduce drama as well when your employees want to be there with you. Our core values start with going the extra mile for our clients is second nature to us. Always do right, no matter what. Paying our community rent isn't considered work. HR is fun, and we get it. Things aren't always black and white. Our clients do have a business to run, so we understand it. And these core values all came from my experience. I actually had 20 years industry experience before starting HR resolutions. And these are some of the things that I was raised with throughout my career. Paying our community rent, I can attribute back to C. Ted Lick, who actually was a past board chair for the Harrisburg Regional Chamber a very, very long time ago when he earned Harrisburg Paper Company. Always do right speaks to me because we should always do right. HR is fun. I have people look at me like I have two heads when I say that, but that's another way that we can help reduce the drama because it is not as emergent to us when a situation arises with our client because we probably have experience with it. So we're able to pull the emotion out of it and help our clients understand that it's going to be okay. So the way the HR member value program works is our eligible programs include our HR help desk. That works just like a computer or an IT help desk, where if a client has an issue, they just email us or call us, and it's all included in their subscription. We also have a Start HR strategic HR plan, which be included, which helps our clients align their HR to their business strategy. Handbook review and development. I should have put job descriptions on here as well. We can be an entire HR department for a company. And we also do project work and other a la carte services. All of these are available. Actually, any of the services that HR Resolutions provides are available to Harrisburg Regional Chamber and CREDIC members at a reduced rate. And the Harrisburg Regional Chamber also receives some non-dues revenue for our participation in the program and for your participation with HR Resolutions. We're glad to be a member of the Harrisburg Regional Chamber, and we're thrilled to be able to offer this service and these products to the Harrisburg Regional Chamber because we believe thoroughly that all employers can have a drama-free human resource workplace where we are all working for the good of our clients, our stakeholders, our community, and our organizations. So with that, I will open it up to questions. A lot of questions that we do get are, Karen, I don't need a whole HR department, but every now and then I need help with something. It's over my head, or I am in HR, but I just don't know how to face this, or my managers aren't listening to me. What can I do? We are available for those one-time situations. We are merely an email or a phone call away, and we're more than glad to help with the single situations as they arise. Because again, it all comes down to, we don't want you to have the drama. I don't want you to have to spend time on Google searching for an answer when we may very well have the answer. We don't often turn to Dr. Google. I do personally, but not professionally. So those are some of the things we can help with. We've also supported existing HR departments within larger organizations. Sometimes there's just not enough time to get everything done. For one member, we did an entire HR department overview. We worked with their director of HR. We took a look at the current processes that they were doing. We tried to refine, and we helped them make some of the department's services a little bit more efficient and a little bit more employee friendly. So we can work with existing HR departments as well. And then lastly, I do have 2 books that are out: Honest and Real, an essential guidebook to drama-free human resources, and Sought After, how to be heard, be recognized, how to be heard, be trusted, and be recognized for your expertise. Those are also available at a discount to members. You would just need to contact me directly as opposed to purchasing from Amazon. I want to thank you for your attention today and for being interested in the Harrisburg Regional Chamber and CREDIC member value programs and how you can have a drama-free HR work environment. So Kara, back to you.